So today, I pulled out the snowboard from the basement, and my son was like, "Dad, what are you doing? Like, there's no snow outside." I'm like, "Well, you've never actually seen me, right? I haven't ridden this snowboard in 7 years." But I'm like, "It's time to sell the snowboard." And right at that time, 2 guys are pulling up to the house. And my son's like, "Oh, cool, like you're giving them a snowboard. Oh, that's so nice of you." I'm like, "Well, actually, no, like I'm actually selling them the snowboard, and they're gonna give me some money." My son is 6. And he's like, "What? You're not giving them the snowboard for free?" And I'm like, "No, I'm like, I paid for it, so I'm like, now this is how, like, so now I'm gonna sell it to them. I don't even remember what I paid for it, but I'm like, I'm gonna sell them that and the boots." And he's like, "Man, you're so mean." And I'm like, "Okay, man." And if you've met my son, he is very passionate, and he was really angry with me. It's like, what kind of dad are you that you're actually gonna like take money from someone, like just give it to them for free? And the thought that I had today, the thought that I had tonight, hearing every story and poem, is that it's like everyone who's been up here, and a lot of us, watching, it's like we've all received something for free, and that's the gift of hope. That's the gift of recovery. That's the gift of salvation. And sometimes in my mind, I think there's this transaction that to get something from God, I need to do something. But yet it's a free gift in the words of my son, Henry. And so that's what I think is beautiful about this, that it's like we have this, I know Karen mentioned it, that we have this workshop that we, call LifeLab, Spiritual Awakening Workshop. And what that does is there's stuff in our lives that I'm not even aware that's there. Fear, prejudice, resentment, things that have built up that I've just become accustomed to, that I'm just used to. But it's actually really disgusting, and I need to be free of that to come into conscious contact with God. We had a flood in my basement this summer. Didn't even really think about the snowboards until all of a sudden it's like I'm getting the snowboards. I did not sell a damaged snowboard. But I didn't realize that it's like I have crap in my basement that has just taken up shelf space. And I need to get rid of it. And I think that that's what happens inside of our lives, that there's things that I need to actually walk through this process and get rid of. So the 2 guys roll up in the house. Okay, we got the snowboard, we got the boots, there's a helmet there. We didn't talk about the helmet, though. And they're like, "Well, how much do you want the helmet for?" I'm like, "Hey, let me bring up my head negotiator here." Call Henry over. I'm like, "Henry," I'm like, these guys want to know how much they want we want to sell the helmet for. What do you think?" "Dad, we're giving it to them for free." "All right, you got the helmet for free today, guys." So that's it. And I think that's the opportunity, that's the invitation that we have here. If you guys are wondering, being like, it's like, I'm inspired by what I've heard, please talk to us, because we have these LifeLab workshops that are going to be starting up in the new year. Talk to us, get connected with us, and we'll hook you up.